Hey everyone. Okay, we are on to a carpenter being asked to build an open box with a square base. The sides of the box will cost $3 per meter squared and the base will cost $4 per meter squared. What are the dimensions of the box with the greatest volume that can be just constructed for $48? So this one adds a layer of cost to it, right? They're giving us a little bit more. So it's not just straight up perimeter volume. It's like, okay, well, what do we do with this cost information? I don't know. So again, let us start with a picture. So the open box has a square base. So if we know something is a square base, we can mark it as X and X. And then if it's an open box, like I tend to draw it specifically so that it doesn't look like a cube, so that I remind myself and my brain that this would be a Y value, okay, going upwards. So it says the sides cost $3 per meter squared. Well, let's think about this. How many sides? So remember it's open, so we don't have to account for a top. How many sides do we have here? So we have 4 sides, right? And they are going to cost $3 per meter squared. Well, what is meter squared? Meter squared is area. So what is the area of each of our sides? The area equals X times Y. So this area equaling X times Y, we're actually then going to multiply that area by 3. 3xy gives us the cost for the sides. However, that's just for one side. So if there are 4 of those, we actually need to change it to 12xy cost for 4 sides. Okay, so that's the cost for 4 sides. Now let's do the bottom, or the base, however you want to look at that. So what's the area of the base? Well, the area of the base is X times X, or X squared. And we just have one of those, so we can just do 4 times X squared because the cost of the base was 4. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means basically if we add up the cost of, we'll just say C for cost, the cost of the 4 sides is 12xy plus the cost of the base is 4x squared, right? That's going to be how much it costs. Well, did they tell us how much it costs? Yeah, they did. They said it's $48. The cost is $48. All right, so we've got some of that stuff written down here. So what is it that we're trying to maximize or minimize? Because this is, this is where we're at. So we are looking for the greatest volume. So that means we are going to maximize volume. And so what would the volume formula be in particular for this picture that we have drawn? It would be length times width times height, which is X squared Y. So we want to maximize, which means we need to take the derivative of our volume function, but we have too many variables. So come back to this dummy formula here and set 48, which is the cost, equal to our cost function. Whew, so there's a lot going on there, but I only see one Y. So I'm going to solve for y. So I'm going to have 48 minus 4x squared equals 12xy. And then I'm going to divide everything by 12x. And notice how I'm going to do it separately because I think I'm going to be able to simplify better and then use a more efficient method for taking the derivative. So 48 divided by 12 is 4. And I'm going to bring the x up by making it a negative 1. And then negative 1/3 x equals y, because those will cancel out. So just a little bit of algebra there because I want to come over to here and plug that in for y. So x squared, 4x to the negative 1 minus 1/3 x. And then we'll distribute. So what happens when I do x squared times x to the negative 1? Well, you add those two, so you get 4x minus 1/3 x cubed. All right, next step here, we have a nice volume equation that we are trying to maximize, and we need to take the derivative. So v prime equals 4 minus x squared. because 3 times 1/3 is going to give us 1. So 4 minus x squared, set it equal to 0. 4 minus x squared, negative 4 equals negative x squared, 4 equals x squared, and x equals plus or minus 2. I always write down plus or minus 2. Anytime you're taking the square root, you need plus or minus. However, you can tell me, based on what x represents in this picture, which is the length of a side, that we can only use x equals 2. So, with x being equal to 2, what are we looking for? We're looking for the dimensions of the box. So, we just found that x equals 2, so we have those two dimensions. We need to find y. How do I find y? Well, guess what? You have a nice little function with y over here. So remember, x to the negative 1 is just 4 over x. So 4 over 2 minus 1/3 times 2 equals y. So 2 minus 2/3 equals y, which if we put this over a 1, multiply by 3, it's 6 minus 2/3, so 4/3 equals our y. And so that comes back up here as 4/3. So if we're going to answer this, we would say 2 meters by 2 meters by 4/3 meters. They did not ask us what the volume would be, but if they wanted the volume, we would just multiply those three things together. So it's really important to kind of go back and just say, what do they want? Do they want the dimensions? Do they want the volume? And go from there. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need anything. Have a great day.